Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a street corner in 2-point perspective, and I'm going to be showing you how to do 3 different buildings and how you're going to make things like windows, doors, and sidewalks, the street, all that fun stuff. And then I'm going to be showing you some different examples of what you could be doing for your project, and then you guys are going to be able to work on your own and do your project. So what you'll need is a piece of paper, which you should have gotten, a ruler, an eraser, and a pencil. And then later on, everybody's gonna get like fine tip markers so that we can trace all of the lines that we need to keep and erase the lines we need to get rid of. So first, you're gonna start off with your paper like this. And you're going to take your ruler and go to not the center of the paper, but a little bit down. So about here is where you should be. And you're going to make a line all the way across, which is going to be your horizon line. And then at the end of that line, you're going to do one dot here. You can see, wait. One dot there, right here, and one dot right here. Once you have your dots, you're gonna take your ruler and go as close as possible to the center of the page. I'm not measuring it out, but I'm just gonna take a reasonable guess. And you're going to make a light line. Don't draw too hard. Right in the middle. Once you have your line, then you are going to make some dots to point out where certain things are going to go. So you're going to make a dot below the horizon line. About here should be good. Let's hope I remember how to do this. Then you're going to make a line right here, but we'll go back, or a dot right here. We're going to go back to that later. And you're gonna make one last dot up here. So then once you have your dots, you're gonna take your ruler and you're gonna, so let's start with this dot right here. You're gonna take your ruler, line up your dot with one of the vanishing points, and then use your ruler to lightly trace a line to the vanishing point. And you're gonna do that again on the other side. I hope you guys like my music choice. So once you have your 2 lines, you're going to do that again, but with the top dot up here. If you can, I need to move that up, sorry. And then you're going to do that again on the other side. You're going to put your line up your dot, line up your ruler, and then go there. So you should end up with something looking like this. Then what you're going to do is, then you're going to go to the final dot down here, and you're going to line it up, and again, lightly draw a line to the horizon and to the vanishing point. All right, so now that you have your lines, you're going to first start off with lining up your ruler on one side, and you're going to draw a line connecting these two. So you're going to draw a line going from here to here. So don't go all the way down here, just go to this line right here. You can see. And then you're going to do that once again on the other side. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. It can be however you want it to be. You just have to draw a line connecting these. So once you have that line, you basically already have your first building. Now I'm going to teach you how to draw a building that's going to be smaller than the building next to it. So we're going to start on this side. We're going to focus on this side. You're going to pretty much, it's very simple. you're going to pick a point that you want to go to. So let's say I want to go right here. You're going to take that point and then draw a line to your vanishing point on one side. And then you're going to draw a line connecting the line here and the line you just created, like this. That's a second building, and it's smaller than the other one. And now I'm going to teach you how to create a building that's going to be taller. So if you're having a building that's going to be taller, you likely want to extend the line to a certain point. So let's just extend it up to here. So you're going to have your line extended here. The end of that line is going to go to your vanishing point here. So you're going to take your ruler, line up your points, the end of the line to the point, and trace that lightly. And then, because it's taller, you're going to see the side of the building here. So you want to do the same thing on the other side. Line up your point here with the point here with your ruler. So you're going to take this, and I don't know if you can see it, but there. Line them up, and it's not lined up. And you're going to trace. And there you go. And then once again, you're going to pick an end to the building, and you're going to lightly create a line. And there are your 3 buildings. So that's basically how you make different buildings in 2-point perspective. So we are going to take one of these fine tip markers, and you're going to trace out the lines that you're planning on keeping. So this is the first building. So I'm going to trace, well, first I'm going to trace these lines that go to the vanishing point, because these are actually going to be, oh, I messed it up. That's fine. These are going to be your sidewalk. So you're going to do that one, and it didn't trace. That's totally fine. Gonna go there, and then once again you're going to line it up and go there, and then again on the other side, line it up and go. All right, so now that we have what's basically going to be our sidewalk, you're going to now trace your buildings. So you're gonna line up your ruler, and since this is gonna go all the way up here for both your buildings, you're gonna trace all the way up, and then do that again with the other lines. Here. And once more here. So once you have all of these lines traced, so this one, this one, this one, and this one, then you're going to trace what's going to be your rooftops. So because our buildings end, you're not going to trace all the way to the vanishing point for this part. You're just going to trace from here to here, where the building's roof ends. So you're going to take your ruler, you're going to line it up, and do that. And then again, on this building, since the roof ends here, we're going to do a line from here to here and just trace this with our ruler. And again, on the other side, this line to this line, and then this line to this. And then, because this building is taller than the others, it has a piece of it showing here. So you're gonna draw and trace the line from this point to where it ends and goes behind this building where it disappears. So you're gonna your point, do that, and boom. And then now you can take your eraser and basically erase all the unnecessary lines. So, you're still gonna want this middle line here, so try not to erase it, but erase this line. Erase these ones. And you're likely gonna still want the horizon line, I think. I'm not sure. Don't trust my judgment. You're just gonna erase all of these. And voila. You have, actually, I just realized there's an ad playing. I just realized you are going to also want to trace with your pen this line that's in the middle of this building because it's the corner of the building. And you want to show that corner. So you're going to take your pen and go there. And boom. So now you basically have your 3 buildings. Now I'm going to show you how you make doors. So let's start with this building here. Get your pencil and start with 2 points, or actually start with 1 point. You're gonna make a point where you want the door to start. So say I want the door, part of the door to be here. So you're gonna make a point here and you're gonna take that point there, put your pencil there, line up your ruler with the vanishing point again, and lightly draw a line. Once you have that line, then you can just go back to the point, put your ruler vertically, and draw a line all the way down to the first line here where the buildings end. There. And then do it again on the other side where you want the door to end. And then again on the other side, put a point for another door. Line it up. And lightly draw. And then, again, you're going to draw a line down to the sidewalk. And then on the other side again, down onto the sidewalk. Doesn't look perfect, but that's okay. Then you're going to take your pen. You're going to line it up and you're going to basically go over all these lines so you can erase the unneeded line. There. There. And here. And then take your eraser and erase the unneeded lines. Just there. And erase. There. And you have your doors. And then you can add your doorknob wherever you want it to be. And now you can do that on the other buildings. And also something else to remember is when you're making your doors for other buildings, because the building is further away, your doors are going to get smaller. So you're not going to have the door the same size as this one. You're going to actually want it to be smaller. So you're probably going to want it to be like that. And then go. It makes it easier if you want to do this. Instead of fully drawing a line that goes all the way to the vanishing point, you can, and I'll show on the other side, line up where you want your door to be, and then figure out the points that you want. And there you go. And then you're going to draw here your doors. And you can make these doors however you want. So this will be like a double door. And this could be like one of those, you know, the grocery stores with like the 4 doors thing where they have like, you know, the grocery, like the sliding opening doors. You know what I'm talking about? And there you go. You have your doors. Now, I will show you how to make windows. Now, for windows, it's just like doors, except you're going to be adding a bottom. So, basically, just line up your shot, and if you want to do this shortcut style, like how I do it, you're going to line it up where you want it, and just trace how you want your windows. And then, because it's a window, you're going to want to line it up at the bottom with your vanishing point, and then trace. This is much easier to do by going all the way to the vanishing point, but if you don't want to and just want to try a little bit of an easier way, remember you can erase the little mistakes that you make, because yeah, but there you go. And that would be your window. And you can do the same thing with signs as well. So say I wanted to turn this into a sign that's popping out of the building. Basically, what I would need to do is I would need to take these corners here and line them up with the vanishing point. So this corner, line it up, and draw a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way to the vanishing point. This corner here, line it up, draw a little bit to the vanishing point, and then again, this corner here, line it up, draw to the vanishing point a little bit, there, and then you would basically want to add your lines connecting them. So there, I messed up a little bit, but it's fine. Art is all about mess ups. And there, it doesn't look good. That's fine. But if you kind of get the gist of it, you would basically do that. And then you can add like whatever logo you want to the building. So now I'm going to show how to make a window over here. So when you're making a window, you're going to line it up. The bottom. Make it however long you want. And then line up top. Make it however long you want. And then you're gonna just connect it at the bottom. So I'm gonna connect it a little bit further in so I can have a bit of a smaller window. And then using my black pen, I'm going to outline the lines that I want to keep. So this line. This line. This line. And that line. And then once I feel it's thoroughly dried, I'm going to take my eraser and just erase the unneeded lines. And there you go. That's a window. And if you wanted to make a window like more three-dimensional, or like you wanted to add more of a frame to it, you can go to like the top, like for a window like this, you would go to the top corner here of the window. So right here, if you wanted to make it three-dimensional this way, which that's what you're supposed to do, you would line it up and then just make like as far as you want to indent, and then you would go make a line going down this way, and then you would do it again right here, line it up, and you want to line it up with the vanishing point at the bottom, as you can see here. Make the line, and then outline it. And then just erase your unneeded lines. Oops. And there you go. That would be a window. Now I'm going to draw the windows on both of these buildings, and you'll see the end product in just a second. And there are some janky windows, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now I'm going to teach you how to do two final things. One, how to make your sidewalk, and two, how to do the like lines on a street. So first, you're gonna start off, so you have your first your first block here. So this is how I remember being taught, is that basically you want to continue on with that line that you have here. So do like this. And like this line you have at the bottom that we made at the very beginning, you want to continue on with it and end it when you meet the line below it, like this, because that's going to be one square of your sidewalk. And then the other square will end here. So here, let's make points here, here, and as you go farther back, the lines will start to get closer together. So then here, it doesn't have to be perfect. Here, 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 until the lines start to get smaller and smaller. So we'll end off there. So first line, dot right here. You're gonna draw lines from your point. You're gonna line up your point here to the vanishing point on the other side. So this point here to this vanishing point, and you're just gonna draw this line all the way up to the line that meets the building. So you can have different blocks for your sidewalk. So yeah, let me finish off this side so you can kind of get the gist of it. And as you're moving farther back, your lines are going to start getting closer and closer together until you can't even see them separating anymore. And basically you would kind of continue on back there, but there are your different lines, and that's how to do the sidewalk. So let me just do the other side. Make my dots. And yeah, so on and so forth, you would continue. I kind of made the blocks a little too close together, but that's fine. So then you need to make the step, because you see sidewalks are not flat on the ground. They're usually up. So you're going to want to make a dot really close to this one right here, and then line up your ruler to the vanishing point from this dot on one side. Make a line from one side to the other, and then do the very same thing on the other side. And then all you gotta do is just connect the lines to the bottom, and they're just gonna go straight up and down. So where this line ends, you're gonna draw another line right here to kind of show the sidewalk, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. I apologize at my inability to properly explain things. But yeah, like that. I'm not gonna do the other side. I'm gonna get straight into the final part so that we can be done with this. Crosswalks. This is how you do crosswalks. Very simple, very easy. Same thing we've been learning the whole time. So say you want to start your crosswalk here and then end it there. You're gonna want to line it up, make a line, and then again move a little further away, and then kind of create another line. And then, if I'm correct, oh, actually, you're probably going to want to, so you're going to make a line all the way to the vanishing point, and I would recommend going all the way to the vanishing point. And then same thing with the other side. You're going to go all the way to the vanishing point. And then, you're going to go to the other side, and where you want kind of the end to that to be, so you're going to want to line it up here, where you want your end point to be. Line it up there, do the same on the other side. And there you go. That would be one of them. So like, then you would do another, and you would want to make a little bit of space between the other one, and draw a line, and then draw another line, and then here I'm just gonna draw all my lines right now. There, and draw another line. So I'll do 3, just so you can get the gist. And since they are all lined up, you are likely going to be using the same line you used for this one. And then just as this line is, you're gonna use this one here, there, and then line up there. And yeah, and then you're gonna probably want to use your ruler and just trace the lines you're gonna be keeping. and then erase it. And voila. Oh, I didn't outline the thing. It's fine. But there. So that's pretty much everything I could teach you that you would probably need to know how to do. And now it's time for you guys to do it on your own. So you're gonna get another piece of paper and you're gonna think of a street corner that you want to do. Now, there are different ways that you can do this. You can either do this where you do like an actual street, or like a street corner with like different restaurants and places you like to go. Like I did a street corner, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Let me go get it. So this is my street corner that I did when I was in 8th grade, and I put like all my favorite places at the time. So I had Barnes & Noble, Rolled Ice Cream, It's Sugar, Hot Topic, Island Sushi, and PetSmart. And I've got my sidewalk, and I messed up the crosswalk, which is totally fine. And I had like the sun up here, the clouds, the mountains, all that stuff. You can do a street corner like this, or you can do something different. You could make up your own little street corner, or you can pick a street corner from a video game. For example, last year in my art class, we were doing street corners, and I decided to pick a street corner from one of my favorite video games, Persona 5, and I forgot what the street corner is called. I'm pretty sure it's in Shibuya, but I might be incorrect. I'm pretty sure it's a famous street in Shibuya. And this is basically what I did. And what you can do is you can like look up different places in reference to it. So ways you can set up are things like looking up pictures of the actual street you want to do and looking at how it looks in a picture and measuring it out. So like this is the building that I was doing. These are like rough drafts I had, which are great. Like you don't always have to have a ruler to create your rough draft. You can just sketch it out as long as you know how to go for it. Again, here's another one. And yeah, so you can basically pick whatever inspires you most. I want you to do something that you enjoy, and I hope that you guys have a lot of fun with this and can do something that you end up being really proud of in the end. And I can't wait to see your guys' end products. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the lesson.